Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of 60 Formula. Today we are going to be looking at... No, not Harry Potter stuff. Today we are going to be looking at my Disney VHS collection. So everybody, let's get started off. I want to know, do you guys love Disney films or do you guys love Disney films? Disney is just one of the best animation companies to ever come out. They're so full of heart. They know how to make the best movies. I have been going to Goodwill's for the past couple years, just collecting some Disney VHS films. They're only $1 each when you find them at Goodwill, so they're super cheap. Everybody online has been saying, oh, you know, some versions of Beauty and the Beast and other versions of some Disney VHSs go for like over $1,000 or hundreds of dollars on eBay. That's just not the case. There are, you can find these VHSs anywhere as long as you're near a good yard sale or a Goodwill. You can find these movies really easily. So there are a few though that are hard to find. There are exceptions, of course, and like all collections, there are VHSs that you just do not ever see, and I am missing a lot still. So this is not an entire complete collection, but it is a lot. I've been collecting for a while, and I have quite a few movies. And yes, I do have doubles here because some of the movies came out in different like versions. We have masterpiece collections, we have gold collections, we have signature collections, and so on and so forth. So there are a lot of doubles here, but we're going to go over every single one, and I'm going to show you they're all organized by the set that they're in. So let's delve right into it. So to start up here, we have the Gold Collection. This is a series of movies that Disney released. We have them pretty much in alphabetical order. Not perfectly, but A Bug's Life, Aristocats. Now this is an interesting cover of Aristocats. It's a little bit different than the other ones you'll see. We have Fox and the Hound, Fun and Fancy Free, Pinocchio, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, Pocahontas 2, which honestly I've never seen, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Right here in the center is just an Epcot Center VHS that I found at Goodwill. It's actually really cool, kind of highlights the park in, I believe, either the late 80s or the early 90s. It is really awesome to watch, just to see how Epcot used to be before it's changed so much. To continue the gold collection, and this is the rest of it, I have Saludos Amigos, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, The Three Caballeros, Hercules, Mulan, The Rescuers Down Under, Robin Hood, Toy Story, and Pete's Dragon. This is an awesome one right here. Not very easy to find. Pete's Dragon is kind of obscure. It's not the most popular Disney film out there. I am pretty sure that's all the gold collection, actually. I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure those are all the movies in the gold collection. So next up we have the this is the signature series, and these are basically the first Disney VHSs that were released on VHS to home video, actually. And there are some older ones here that I'll show you because the signature collection released multiple versions. There weren't just one of some movies. Like right here, you'll see Dumbo. There are two different ones. And now you'll see how old this pink one is. When you look at it, you see it looks a lot different than what it would traditionally look like. This is the first release of Dumbo. There might actually be an older one than this, but this is an older release of Dumbo. And when you actually look at the VHS inside, you can tell like how old. They don't even look like, you know, the original, how they look now. So there are different versions of the signature series. But let's start out. We have 101 Dalmatians, Aladdin, Alice in Wonderland, Bambi, Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella. As I went over both the Dumbos, here's what the other one looks like just in case. Yeah. So they are a little bit different. Fox and the Hound, The Great Mouse Detective, one of my personal favorites. The Jungle Book, Lady and the Tramp, sorry for the glare. The Little Mermaid, my absolute favorite Disney film. Peter Pan. And now let's look at this version of Pinocchio. Pretty sure this is one of the first releases of the VHS. As you can see, the entire outside is like black. It actually looks really weird. I'm pretty sure this is either a first release of the VHS or it's perhaps one that was released in the park, because the theme parks did sell VHSs too. Then we have The Rescuers Down Under, Robin Hood, Sleeping Beauty, and two separate Sword in the Stones. I believe one is a first release. You can see here the art is a little bit different. And here's the second release. Looks a little newer. So yeah, so those are the signature series. I might be missing a few variations here, but for the most part, they're all there. So the next section is going to be all of the Masterpiece Collection. And the Masterpiece Collection is pretty big. And there's also, doubles of different types of artwork for the Masterpiece Collection as well. So I know I'm missing a few of these. I know that Fantasia isn't a Masterpiece edition, but this says Masterpiece on this as well, Disney's Masterpiece, so I put it in there anyways. So we have Robin Hood, which I don't know if you can see that, but that's the cover for that Robin Hood. Compare it to the cover for the original Robin Hood. And then there's also another Masterpiece Robin Hood right here, which is almost like a blend of the two of them, which is really cool. But anyways, moving on, we have Mary Poppins, Fantasia, as we mentioned before, Fun and Fancy Free. Pretty sure we have another Fun and Fancy Free right here, and this is the Gold Collector's Edition. And this Fun and Fancy Free looks like that. So still has Mickey as he is in the Beanstalk. But they're different covers. We have 101 Dalmatians, Alice in Wonderland. And I'll show you the difference between the two Alice in Wonderlands. Here is the original. I think there may be an older version of this. But there's the original, and Alice in Wonderland for the Masterpiece Collection looks like that. Oh wow, they're actually almost just, oh wow, they're the same but a little bit different. Wow, almost identical. Interesting. Here's the Aristocats. You can see this one. This is the Masterpiece Edition. And then the Aristocats Gold Edition right here. And then I don't have the original release of it on Signature Series. I don't know if they released it that way, because some of the movies they made, they just did not release in the Signature Series. So, all right, Bambi. Okay, here is the Masterpiece Bambi. That's what it looks like. And then here is what the original Bambi looks like, of course. Such a great cover art there. Awesome. Such a good movie. Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. This is the second one, actually. I'll show you the difference between these two. This one actually has the live action cover on it, as you can see. Sorry, I'm showing you these to the side. They're kind of hard to take out. And then this one, this Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, actually has an animated cover. I figured they thought probably animated was way easy to sell. This is a crazy forgotten Disney movie, The Black Cauldron. Probably not that easy of a movie to find, or maybe it is, I don't really know. Cinderella and another Dumbo. Go ahead and show you this Dumbo. So there's that Dumbo compared to the original, as I showed you earlier. The original's variant. And Fantasia 2000. This Rescuers looks like this. And this Rescuers, of course, looks like the classic. Way better, in my opinion. We have Hercules, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. We have Ichabod and Mr. Toad. The Jungle Book, and I'll show you the difference with the Jungle Book. Here is the Masterpiece Edition. And here is the original edition. It's almost just like they took the front cover. They did, actually. They took the front cover and they just posted it on with a Masterpiece embroidery around it, or emblem around it. We got Lady and the Tramp. Two versions, actually. This one and this one. This one's really awesome, actually. I love this one. Fully restored widescreen. And then comparing that to the original Lady and the Tramp. Where is that? Right up here. Yeah. I honestly like the widescreen remastered edition. Looks really cool. And we have The Lion King, and that's what it looks like on the Masterpiece version. In The Little Mermaid, they actually took the, you know, the sexual artwork away. This is the original Little Mermaid, and I won't edit it out, but there's a wee-wee in there. We have Mary Poppins, two Mary Poppins actually. This one here, and this one here. And I'm pretty sure there's an original release of Mary Poppins that I don't have. Melody Time, Mulan. Here's the difference between Mulan. This is the Masterpiece version, and this is the gold version. There's actually not much difference, actually. I think they're almost exactly the same. Oliver and Company. So looking at Peter Pan, this is the Masterpiece version of it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But nothing beats the original Peter Pan, which, by the way, they do not sell on Blu-ray yet. At least not at Best Buy. I have no idea why. But yeah, that's the original Peter Pan. Actually, it's exactly the same cover. They did this a lot for the Gold series. They just put the original cover with gold in the background. Pretty cool. Then we have Pete's Dragon, and this one is a little bit different than the one we saw last time, I think. Yeah. And let's look at this gold collection. Pete's Dragon. This is I like this one way better, I think. All right, moving on. We have Pocahontas right here, compared to let's see. Do we have no Pocahontas? That was the first time it was released. It was on the Masterpiece collection, I think. I don't think it was released in the Signature collection, so that's a Pocahontas first. I showed you guys this Robin Hood already. I showed you all the Robin Hoods. We have Sleeping Beauty, two different ones. Now I'm pretty sure. No, we have the original Sleeping Beauty. Yes, that one's kind of hard to find, actually. So we got this Sleeping Beauty, right? We have this Sleeping Beauty, which, man, this is really cool. These widescreen versions are so good, the covers. And then this is the original Sleeping Beauty. Look at that. Pretty cool. Moving on, we have Snow White, and I'm pretty sure, do we have the original Snow White? I don't think Snow White was released in the Signature series, which is weird. See, some of these original classics were just not released like you think they would be. So this is the first time I think Snow White came out on actual VHS, the Masterpiece Collection. If I'm wrong about any of this, though, let me know in the comments down below. I'd really like to know, because I'm not like a master about any of these movies. I just collect them. These movies, so dear to the heart, so dear to my heart. The Three Caballeros and the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Here's another Sword in the Stone. I think I showed you guys this. I have 3 different ones here. You can see. This one. The original. And this one. So yeah, those are the different versions. All right, moving on down, we are going to look at some more Disney films. These are just variations and random ones that I have. 101 Dalmatians 2, every variation of A Bug's Life, because you had all the different releases with all the bugs. The green one has all the bugs on it. Here, I'll show you. This has all the bugs. This has Flick, Hopper, I can't remember his name, the ladybug, and the little baby ant princess. And then we have, a lot of the sequels: Aladdin, King of Thieves, Return of Jafar. We have Atlantis. That's a great movie. This is Beauty and the Beast. This is a special edition of Beauty and the Beast. And there's a Beauty and the Beast Christmas. Belle's Magical World, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. There's an interesting version of this one. I don't know if this is an original release or what's going on with that. Brave Little Toaster. There's like 3 different versions of this one. Oh, this is Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars. Brave Little Toaster to the Rescue. There's so many different renditions of this. Cinderella 2. Dinosaur, such a bad movie. This is probably my favorite Disney movie ever. Not really, but I love this movie. DuckTales the movie. Here is another Dumbo, by the way. This is the 60th anniversary of Dumbo. I have like 5 Dumbo movies. The Emperor's New Groove. Finding Nemo. Coming down here, we have a Goofy movie. Extremely Goofy movie. Oh, check out this. This is really interesting. This release of The Great Mouse Detective is much different than the first release, starring Basil of Baker Street. Really cool. You'll see the 2 different ones out and about. James and the Giant Peach, The Jungle Book 2, Hunchback of Notre Dame. What? Is this the original animated classic? Oh, this is a variant, I guess. Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, Lady and the Tramp 2. Got Lilo and Stitch on VHS, which is really interesting. I thought this would be on Blu-ray by the time this movie came out. Stitch, the movie. The Lion King Special Edition. Platinum Edition. So see, I have some crazy, just like random versions down here. Oh, by the way, I have all the Mary Poppins variants, and I have a very, very old one here that I want to show you. But let's get back to what we were going through. Lion King 1.5, amazingly underrated sequel. This is a great movie. Simba's Pride, Winnie the Pooh. This is the 25th anniversary edition of Winnie the Pooh. All right, check out this Mary Poppins movie. This is old. Let's open it up. Yeah, I think this is the first release of Mary Poppins, if I'm not mistaken. And then you have, of course, this is the Walt Disney signature version of Mary Poppins. And then you have the 40th anniversary of Mary Poppins. Yeah, pretty dope. Then we have some Mickey movies. You know, all the Mickey animated films, The Little Mermaid 2, Monsters Incorporated. And these are all just like extras here. We have, oh yeah, I forgot. We have some really super old variants of Pete's Dragon. So here is a signature series of Pete's Dragon, right? And look here, I'm pretty sure. So you can tell how the first release differs so much from the next release. So this looks like it was probably the first release of the film. And they, like, the videos commonly just like have this long sticker that goes all the way to the very bottom instead of just ending where they usually do on a VHS. These are hard to find. These are the ones that should be going for a lot of money on eBay, to be quite honest with you. These are the ones that I run into the least when we're searching. Yeah, this is, I think, probably like the re-release of the original release of Pete's Dragon. And with that said, my goodness. Here is a special edition of Peter Pan. Here is a couple versions of Pinocchio. This is the 60th anniversary edition. And then another, it's a variant of the Masterpiece edition. And then also a special edition of Sleeping Beauty. So this is probably my 5th Sleeping Beauty, I think. And then Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This is the Platinum edition. So sometimes you can find these movies in something called the Platinum edition, which is like I don't even know. I guess it adds like, this is like before, right before DVDs came out, they were adding like special features to VHSs. So you can get like special editions of these things. Like this is Sleeping Beauty special edition. This may have been the video that came in the actual giant special edition box. However, I don't know. I'm not really sure. So here are the rest of them. These are not, like Tarzan, Three Caballeros, Toy Story 1 and 2, and we're starting to trail off, and these aren't really Disney movies anymore. So yeah, going back and looking at these movies, these are probably the hardest to find in my collection. And I mean, you can really tell. Like, the artwork is different, the way the VHS case is structured is different, yet they're still Disney films. Like, these aren't knockoffs or anything. So you can just see how they're imperfect. They don't look like you'd see Disney VHSs in, say, the 90s or something. And we can see from these VHSs right here, you know, they're much different. I mean, even these two are clearly, I think, probably the oldest. And then we have this Pinocchio. Well, this Pinocchio has that kind of sticker going on where it reaches all the way down to the bottom. I don't know why this case is much different. It's much more durable, and it's black, and it's almost like, you know, this isn't one piece of paper folding around. This is actually like a disconnected spine that, you know, this thing printed out. Please focus. See, it's like it's been printed out separately so that it can be just this one sliver of paper instead of being all connected. So it's just, I don't know, this is really interesting. I feel like that may be a theme park sell. These two are older. Oh, and see, look, these VHSs even have the sticker too. I didn't even know this, because these look a little bit newer in my opinion to these. These are a little bit different. These look like they're getting to be more modern. But yeah, you can see these stickers that reach all the way down. They're the original releases, I believe. Let's see if this one has it. Yeah, Sword in the Stone. So yeah, you can really tell the difference between these older VHSs, and these are the ones that are rare. These are the ones that should be going for money on eBay, not the ones that are like, oh, you know, like Beauty and the Beast, the signature series, like $1,000. No, these should be going for like, you know, maybe 10, 20 bucks. It's pretty good, I think, in my opinion. Maybe more. I have no idea. I have no idea how rare these are. I've only come across them a few times, but the fact that I've come across them lets me know that they're not insanely rare. They're not like legendary gems, but, you know, they are harder to find. So keep an eye out, and if you guys collect Disney films, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know if you guys have any variants or any of the movies that I have, or if I have some of the movies you didn't know existed. Maybe you have a collection you want to share with me. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time with whatever I make. Peace.